Hi Falcon friends, Mr. Raymond is here, and we're going to talk about measurement. Today we're going to talk about the length and height of an item. We're going to talk about its weight, and we are going to talk about its volume or capacity. Some of these words might be new to you, and after this video, you'll be in the know. Great. So when we talk about these items, about these ways to measure an item, we'll be comparing. So you'll see what I mean in a few minutes because we're going to start with this fork. So when we talk about a fork, we probably wouldn't talk about if it holds more or less than something. It just holds an amount of food and we eat it. So we're going to talk about its length, how long the item is. And we're going to try to find some items that might be shorter than, longer than, or around the same size as a fork. So let's start with longer. So if I want something that's longer than a fork, I could choose a ruler. A ruler would be longer. So let's put them right beside each other. Wait a minute. Why does the fork look longer than the ruler? Oh, it is very important when we measure that they both have the same starting point. If they don't have both have the same starting point, then we can't get an honest and fair measurement. So let's make sure they start at the same point. And now we see that the ruler is longer than the fork. So let's say the ruler is longer than the fork. Good job. So ruler, let's just move you to the top and let's bring down a slice of cheese. Slice of cheese. Let's make sure again that they have the same starting point, that they lined up together. What is longer and what is shorter? We can all tell that the cheese slice is shorter than the fork. Can we all say the cheese slice is shorter than the fork? Shorter. Great job. All right, cheese slice, you can go up beside the ruler. And finally, something that might be around the same size as a fork. Here's a spoon. That makes sense. They're both in a cutlery drawer together. So we would say that the spoon is almost the same as the fork. They don't have to be exactly the same, but they are almost the same as each other. Great. So we talked about one version of length. That's when it goes side to side. Now let's flip it and we'll talk about length another way. So let's take this bottle of ketchup. So a bottle of ketchup, I want to see what might be shorter than, taller than, or about the same. So what would be, let's take this salt shaker and let's put it right beside the ketchup bottle. Uh-oh. Why does the salt shaker look taller? Oh, because it's sitting on that table. Does that seem fair? No, let's take the table away and we have to make sure that they start at the same spot. So now that they both start at the same spot, what can we say about the salt shaker? The salt shaker is shorter than the bottle of ketchup. Can you say that with me? The salt shaker is shorter than the bottle of ketchup. So let's now put this broom beside. So here's a broom beside a bottle of ketchup. I think just using our eyes, we don't really have to measure which one is taller. The broom. So we would say the broom is taller than the bottle of ketchup. Can you say that with me? The broom is taller than the bottle of ketchup. Excellent job, Falcon friends. Thank you. So let's find something that might be around the same as, about the same as a bottle of ketchup. If I went into my pantry right now, here's a box of crackers. The box of crackers looks a little bit taller, but they're still almost the same. So let's say the box of crackers is almost the same as the bottle of ketchup. Can we say that? The box of crackers is almost the same as the bottle of ketchup. So there, we talked about taller, we talked about shorter, we talked about longer and shorter, and almost the same. So now we're going to get rid of all of these items. Now we're going to talk about weight. So with weight, we're talking about lighter and heavier and almost the same. So let's take this book. This book, great. Here's a book I love to read, my students love to read. So I'm thinking about this book, and now I'm going to take this picture. Oh, that's a picture of me when I was younger, crying on a couch. Oh, all right, well, we'll take this photograph of me. All right, so which one do you think would be lighter, and which one do you think would be heavier? Well, we don't have a scale to use in this case, but if we could hold one in each hand and see which one feels heavier. But I think just using what we already know, we might be able to know that this picture is lighter than this book. This lovely picture of me is lighter than this book. So this picture of me can go up there. Now if I take this lamp, do you think this lamp might be lighter or heavier or almost the same? What do you think? Lighter, heavier, almost the same? Well, if I was holding a book and I was holding a lamp, I would say that the lamp is heavier than this book. So can you say that with me? This lamp is heavier than this book. And what here? Oh, it's that picture of me again, but it's in a picture frame. Picture frames can be a little heavy sometimes, so I would say that this picture in a frame is almost the same as this book. So they weigh almost the same as each other. Can you say that with me? This picture in a frame is almost the same as this book. Fantastic. All of this can go away. I know you'll miss that picture of me. Now we're going to talk about volume, or what we also call capacity. Volume could mean something's loud, but it can also talk about how much you can put into a container. So let's put this juice box here. Grape. I love grape juice boxes. All right, so if I have this glass, if I cut the juice box open and I poured it in this glass, I would say they would probably hold about the same amount of juice, don't you? So we would say that they are almost the same in terms of volume. They're almost the same. But okay, glass can go up. Now if I take this ice cube tray and just talk about one of the compartments, if I pour that juice box into that ice cube tray, into that one spot, what would you say? That spot would hold less than a juice box because it would overflow everywhere, wouldn't it? It would overflow everywhere. So that means the juice box would hold more and the ice cube spot would hold less. And then the final one, ice cube tray, you can go up. Oh, what do you think would hold more grape juice here? The juice box or the bathtub? I could drink a box of juice. Could I drink a whole bathtub of grape juice? I don't think so. I think the bathtub would hold more grape juice than the juice box. So we're comparing which would hold more and which would hold less. The juice box would absolutely hold less juice, and the bathtub would hold more juice. All right, that is the end of our introduction to measurement, and you can watch another video for a little game. All right, thank you. Bye.